Hi, welcome back. In this video, I want to show you how to set up style components in Next.js. In Next.js, you cannot use style components by just installing it. In React, it is just install style components and done. But in Next.js, you need additional settings. What you see in the screen is a short article I wrote before about this topic, and you can Google it by the address is yoheiko yoheiko.com. This is my blog address, and most of the articles I wrote is in Japanese, but there are a few in English, and please click this one, setting up style components in Next.js. Everything is written here, so you can stop this video and just follow this article. In this video, I like to go through what is written in this post. Okay. So the first step is, I wrote this in Next.js, but it is almost, it's different in React. React is more simple. Okay, so the first thing we have to do, as always, is to create a Next.js project. So create a new folder here, style, next to not next 3.2, but you can name this anything you like. I just named it style next 2 and opened it, and open your terminal here. Okay, open the terminal. I'm in Windows, but if you are in Mac, open a Mac terminal in your directory. In Windows, I use PowerShell. So open PowerShell, and now PowerShell is launched. And inside PowerShell, type code space dot to launch VS Code. Okay, now VS Code is launching. So I can close this PowerShell. Close it and close this file folder. Can close this, okay. And now you can see the VS Code. Okay, the first thing you have to do is to open a terminal in VS Code and create next app. npm create next app and put your project name here. So you can call it anything. Style next. Okay. Create next app and project name and press enter. Okay. It is done. No. npm create next app. What is wrong? Okay, let me Google it around. Oh, it is not npm, but it is npx create react app. Okay, create next app. Okay, so not npm next app, but here it is npx create next app. Okay. Now it is installed in dependencies, and now it is installing. Okay, let me close this window. Next.js is faster than React. So this installing process is also faster. In React, I have to stop this video, and you may also have to stop this video and wait 3 to 5 minutes, but in Next.js, I think it will be done in 30 seconds to a minute. Okay, so let me wait for a while. It is installing now. Okay, while installing, I want to explain a little bit more about this article. Okay, in this article, I have a link to my GitHub. You can see it here. And in my GitHub project, this is already set up everything. So another option for you is just fork this repository or clone this repository and it's done. Okay. And in this video, I want to refer to the files in here and copy it to the project here. Okay. Okay, now it's done. I think it's done. Okay, done. And when you look, the next step is to cd into the project. So when you press ls here, you may find a folder created. So you have to cd into this one, cd into style next. And if you press ls again, you can see everything is set up. Okay. So I'll go back to my article, and there are 4 libraries you have to install. The first one is style components. This is the same in the case as React. In React, just install style components and done. In Next.js, we have additional steps. So let's first install npm install style components. Now it is installing style components. Done. Okay. So if a message is found 0 vulnerabilities, it is installed with no problems. Okay. And we need another 3 dependencies here. And the first one is type style components. Yes. So I copy. No. So I'd like to copy this and paste it to here. Okay. And this -d is for development dependencies. Style component itself is for production environment and development environment, but this -d library is only used in development. Okay, now it's done. And type style components is done, and the third one is Babel plugin. Okay, Babel plugin. Copy this one and install Babel plugin here. Yes, installing, and the last one is TypeScript. Installing the third one and done, and the last one. Paste it. And it will be done soon. Okay, done. And the next step is you can check the libraries just imported in package.json. So when you click package.json, you can see that style component is installed in dependencies, and type style components, Babel plugin, and TypeScript are installed in dev dependencies. Okay, it's fine. And the next step we have to go through is Babel file. The Babel file is a file for configuration, style components configuration for Next.js. So we have to create this file in the same directory where package.json is. So click package.json and click a new file, and you need a dot here. Dot BABELRC. Okay, done. And for copying and pasting, you can go here, my GitHub repository. It is github.com yoheiko, and there is a Babel file here. Click it and copy this one and paste it to here. Okay, and save it. Okay, the second step is done. And the third step, first step is installing, the second step is Babel file, and the third step is create app tsx file. We don't have app, and tsx stands for TypeScript, not JavaScript. So in Next.js, in the pages folder, we have underscore app.js file. First change this to app.tsx. Done. And delete everything what is written in here, what is written in the original app.js, and go back to my GitHub repository and copy what is copy from pages and app.tsx and copy everything here. Okay. I'd like to explain what I'm written in here, what I wrote in here. And now save it. Okay. So in the first place, I installed the libraries, React, UseEffect, and app props from NextApp, and create global styles from style components. And in next block here, I defined global style. The global style, inside global style, I wrote the CSS apply in global scope. So const global style equal global create global style. This create global style is this one, the one I imported from style components. And after this, I put a backtick here, backtick, and inside this backtick, I put a CSS. And this CSS comes from here, styles global CSS, which is the default one in create next app. So I copied this one and paste it to here. Okay. So after you copied global style to here, you can delete this global style, or even you can delete this styles itself, styles folder itself. We don't need it, because in style components we will write CSS inside our JSX, not outside, but in the same file where JSX is written. So we don't need a style folder. Okay, and here I set this is a function component, and it is custom app that is named custom app, and we export custom app. But inside here, in the first place, I set UseEffect. So UseEffect is a function which is executed at the beginning of the site. It corresponds to a component did mount in the class component lifecycle method. It is called only once at the beginning of the mounting process. And inside here, I set JSS styles for style components. So this is necessary. And here I returned the JSX, and this component name component is the original one written in Next.js default app.js, and it is left as it was. And this global style is the one I created here, and the global style is here. I defined it here. So by setting global style component at the beginning of this div, I can apply this global CSS to everywhere. So this global CSS is applied to body and a tag and everything. Of course, you can change it as you like. Yes, and this part is done. And I have to save it. Okay, and maybe everything is fine. So let me run this app, npm run dev. And now the server is starting. It is compiling. Still compiling. Okay, so when you click this with pressing Control, you can open the local host 3000. Okay, now it is still compiling. Okay, compile successfully. Build page, compiling, okay. Everything is fine here. Since this is the first setting up, it takes a while, but it will take not so much time when you launch it next time. Okay, please wait a moment, and it is launching here. Compiling, still compiling. Okay, it's done. It's done, but there's an error message, and it is because we don't have this core module.css anymore. So inside the index.js, in here, I have to delete these two lines. This line. Okay. And I also have to delete. Okay. I don't need this everything, because this is default HTML. So I can delete everything inside here and put a empty div, and inside this empty div I want to say just hello world. Okay, save it, and it is compiling again, and I think you can see hello world at the top left corner. Done. Here, hello world. Now, the next thing I want to show you is a style component. So I want to change this to a more larger font size, and I want to change this color by style components. Okay, style components, you can see how to use style components in my GitHub repository inside the JS. The first step is to import this one. Okay. Import style from style components, and for example, this is a div here, but I can change div to any component name, home component, for example. And I can define this home component here. Const home component equals style.div. You can put anything here. Style, if you write style.h1, this tag becomes h1. If you type style dot, for example, span, this tag will become span tag. And here I want it to become div tag, so I write div, and after dot div you need a backtick, pair of backtick, and inside this backtick you can set a color. For example, you can set any CSS here. For example, color indigo, for example, color indigo. Save it and go back to localhost 3000, and I hope it will become blue. Oh, indigo. Yes, it is indigo, but it is hard to see, so I want to change it to sky blue. Yes, it is sky blue. Okay. And the next thing I want to do is to, for example, I can also change the font size to 24 pixel, for example, 24 pixel. Now, yes, it becomes larger, as you can see here. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. In this video, I explained how to set up Next.js in style components. Happy coding. Goodbye.